Hi, beautiful people. So, welcome back to Exotical Insights. So, I'm gonna go ahead and jump right in. Of course, y'all know I'll be jumping in. But, anyway, so as you can see, the title of this video, Trust Your Intuition. I'm gonna say it again. Trust your intuition. You have to. It is given to you from God, from the Most High. If you don't believe in God, I was raised as a Christian. So if you don't believe in God, I don't know what to tell you, whatever you believe in, but nonetheless, trust your intuition. It is something that comes from within. It is your innate ability to be able to kind of lead yourself into, the best positions. So that's why you must trust it. So how? Okay, I'm telling you to trust it. Okay, trust what? Well, how? Well, first of all, you have to give yourself um evidence that trusting it is a good thing. So each time that you feel something, you know that strongly, that you feel it very strongly, you have to trust it. And each time you do that, over time, you'll be more and more likely to trust it. And then your intuition will get stronger because it'll know, okay, hey, you're focusing on me, so then I'll get stronger. So what is it? How does it feel? How can you differentiate between, anxiety, intuition, or I'm thinking about this situation really a lot, so how do I know it's intuition and not my feelings? Well, intuition has no feelings attached. It's something that kind of flashes across the screen. It's like a buzzer. It's like beep, this is what it is. Beep, this is what it isn't. If you do have a very strong feeling or like something that's telling you to do something or not to do something, and it has a lot of feelings attached to it, it's like, oh, I feel anxious, I need to do this. If I don't, then I'll be anxious, or I don't know, scared, or whatever the case may be. That's not your intuition. That is your ego, because your ego is very smart, and when it wants you to listen, it it'll attach very strong feelings to it, and so much so that you'll kind of be like, oh, okay, this must be the real deal. It's a lot of feelings. But no, that is not your intuition. It's very matter of fact. It just kind of, hey, this is what it is. Hey, don't turn down that street. Hey, I don't know about that person. Just as simple. A lot of times you won't get any more, and that's another thing. That's why I put trust in large letters, because a lot of times with your intuition, you won't get an answer, or why shouldn't I turn down this street? You won't get the whole rundown. You know what I mean? Like, you may get it later in life, or later on, and then you'll be like, okay, I see exactly why I shouldn't have, but it won't. A lot of times it'll just tell you one thing, and you have to follow it. That's why you have to have trust. So in order to do that, you have to accept yourself. You have to be confident from within. You have to accept yourself for who you are. You are fearfully and wonderfully made in God's image. Okay? You are. You are. You everything you need to be. You're everything that you need to be. I'm going to say it again. You are everything that you need to be. Therefore, you don't need to question who you are. You don't need to question where you are. God has your back, and He sent you intuition to be able to help you guide Him. To help guide you. And also, if you need help with being guided, if you're not sure, hey, okay, I got a feeling in my heart. Guess what? The next thing I'm gonna say, pray. You absolutely, positively have to pray. You just have to pray. That's just what it is. It'll just really help you kind of get grounded with God, get grounded in with what God wants you to do. Just talk to God, give everything to God, pray and don't worry. I know it's hard. It's easier said than done, but pray and don't worry. But yes, so let me kind of illustrate something to you as far as like why, or my understanding for like why we have intuition. So this is how I look at it. Your soul craves growth at all costs. Your soul is here and it does not want, well, it's here because it's here, but it doesn't want to just sit and be stagnant. It wants to grow. It wants to, take you through life lessons so you'll learn things. Like, it's kind of like food for the soul, learning, growing. Growth is food for the soul. So your intuition and your soul are kind of linked together. Your soul your intuition, it always seeks growth. Just like your soul is kind of like the GPS on the car of the soul or something like that, right? But the thing is, what stops you always is your ego. So it's a lot of times you're going to go back and forth between ego and intuition. So a lot of times you're going to go back and forth between ego and intuition. Sorry about that. In that last recording, it was some sirens. I hope you cannot hear it, but anyways. So yeah, but the thing is, so your soul, your intuition wants growth. It wants you to do new things, Your ego, however, has been hurt, and most of the time it just kind of has absorbed everything of, like, you know, what you've learned in life or what has happened or what has went wrong. And your ego ultimately, even though it may be negative, if you've experienced a lot of negative things, ultimately it's not a bad thing. It just wants to keep you safe. So what it'll tell you is, hey, don't try this new thing, because we don't know how that's going to work. It's going to give you, for example, do not start a YouTube channel, because, you know, everybody starts a YouTube channel. Nobody's ever going to see yours. And that's your ego. That's what your ego will say, because it has had evidence and has collected evidence of the contrary, or evidence that, you know, things don't work out, and I just want you to be safe. I don't want you to get your feelings hurt anymore, because it'll be another, you know, kind of stain on the ego. However, the thing is, so the ego will only really allow you to kind of do what you've already done. But the thing about that is, that's called insanity, right? You cannot expect a different result if you are continuously doing the same thing. So that's where you kind of have to fight your ego and just be willing to trust in your intuition. It will not lead you wrong. It is from God. It is of God. It is meant for your soul to grow. It'll seek out opportunities, places, things of that nature, and it'll put you in positions to where you can grow. You'll meet the people that you need to meet. You'll do the things that you need to do. You'll put yourself in whatever positions you need to be put in, so that you can grow and learn the next lesson or do whatever. But the thing is, you got to fight that ego. So ultimately, y'all, don't question yourself. Have confidence. Know that it comes from within. When you hear or feel something and it's just matter of fact, it's just don't do this or do that, or, you know, whatever, that is your intuition. If you feel a lot of feelings attached to it, if you're like, I don't know, if it's stemming from an argument, if you're in your feelings, it's probably not. It's probably your ego. And just be still. That's another thing. Just be still and just pray. Like, just be still and pray, because the right answer, we have it. God did not send us down here. He didn't make us the way that he made us without us having the answers, the ability, the options to be able to navigate life down here. So this is just more of a kind of, not very scripted, but just so kind of a motivation, like, trust your intuition. This video found you. It found you because you're probably sitting here thinking like, oh my gosh, I don't know. You're probably grappling with something right now. But I'm telling you, trust your intuition. Trust it, because it's only, and I mean only, going to lead you into good things. It's only going to lead you into growth. I promise you. So, yes. So, thank you guys for sitting and listening to me talk to y'all for a little bit about your intuition. But no, really, like, genuinely trust it. Y'all, I'm in my early 30s. It's a lot of life lessons that, like, as the videos progress, y'all will see. And I will tell y'all stories about when I didn't trust my intuition, what happened. But every single time, I always look back and said, I knew the answer. I just didn't want to trust it. So, yes. So, anyways, I will see you beautiful people. Actually, I won't. I will talk to you beautiful people later. Thank y'all for stopping by Exotical Insights, and I really appreciate y'all. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Again, I keep on saying it, it's a new channel, you know, just trying to get myself out there, and definitely, just having a good old time, making friends, etc., etc. So, have a good day, beautiful people. I'll talk to y'all later.